Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince with another Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play. This time it's going to be as France. Oh yay, with our leader being Edouard Daladier. Hopefully I didn't butcher the name too hard. Edouard Daladier? Maybe? Something like that? Anyway. It's not going to be fascist France. It's not going to be communist France. It's just going to be the good old democratic France. Friends with the Brits. So... Yep, let's get going here. And save our game. So, what are we gonna do here? We have a decent amount of manpower, but what we need to do is need to start some civilian factories. I think let's build like 4, 5. We'll see how quickly they get finished. Building in the western side, as you can see here. That's where we need to build them. As for some national focuses, where here's the thing. Political power is very nice. Revise Versailles. Support the status quo. Go with Britain. Is that what we really want to do, though? Well, yeah. Strengthen government. Offensive stratagem. No. No, we want this. We definitely want this. Right here, right? Algeria, France is... So this is 4, 5. Yep. It's just 4. This is... Sorry, 4 against 5 again. So this side is obviously a lot better than this one right here. And it gives us an extra research slot. And yet another research slot, which we're gonna go with jet effort over nuclear effort. So this is a thing. And then with defensive focus, yeah, we're gonna get defensive focus and go all the way over here to extend the Maginot Line. I think. Yeah. Alpine forts, fortification focus is nice. Alpine forts and extend the Maginot Line. Should go very nicely for us. This is not the greatest. Levé en masse. This is great. Grande Bataille. Batterie. This is not very helpful. This one, though. Victors of the Great War. As you can see, this one we have to get rid of. It's massive. So to get rid of that, we have to get army reform. So I think what we have to do is we have to take this. That's kind of terrible. Go with Britain. Strengthen government. No. We're gonna go for this. We're gonna rush this side first. And then we're gonna go all the way over here. But I think government reform is never too bad. Because we need to boost up our economy and such. So yeah, that's something we gotta do. Anyway, research slot available. We have 3, so I'm gonna go first with this one. Then I'm gonna go with some of these ones. These are fairly important. Sadly, we only start with 3 research slots, so that's a big deal. Insufficient resources. We need some oil. Who can we get some oil from, though? USA is a good person to get oil from. And that's really all we need. We have a ton of all the other resources, thankfully. Thankfully, that is. Also, as you can see, I'm trying 1440p 60 FPS recording. This should go fine with something like Hearts of Iron 4, but we'll see how it's gonna go with something like Warhammer. But it does use more CPU, which could also badly affect Hearts of Iron 4, because Hearts of Iron 4 is a CPU game for the most part. Anyway. So we got our trade going, and we've got the constructions going. Maybe we should add in another civilian factory somewhere over here. Still insufficient resources. Oh, we are getting our oil though. Reinforcements and upgrades. Reinforcements are important. These ones are not really too useful. This is not great. This is good. This is not good. I prefer this one over this one. No. You know what? No, I'm just gonna redo all of those. Division de Cavalerie. We can rename this to something like Garrison. Right? Because garrisons... Well... We might actually need them once we take over Germany. Assuming we get that far. And we're gonna put them as reserves because we don't need to reinforce these guys that much anyway. So we're gonna update them. Division Infanterie Motorisée. We're gonna keep them, but I don't think we're gonna do anything with them really. This is 18. This is also 18. So eventually we might switch to motorized infantry. That's true, but not right now. So which one do we want? I mean, we have no army experience, so that's fine. We have problems with logistics. Oh, but wait. There's one thing I'm gonna do. First of all, I gotta go to the Navy view. I gotta select this ship. These ships right here. And then I gotta select absolutely everything else. Well, hopefully it does appear. Like all our ships from literally everywhere. Do we have any more ships anywhere? I guess not. Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna send them all the way over here to this port. Then we still have some air units to take care of. Let's select absolutely everything. Let's move them all to... We need a nice place. Normandy is nice. Let's move them all to Normandy. It's not a bad idea. So the next thing that we want to do is, well, no divisions in basic training. That can be a problem. Got our research going. We got our construction going. We need to fix our production. For our production, light tank, don't need it. Artillery, we need it. Support equipment, we definitely need. We actually need more infantry equipment, so there's that. I'm gonna beef up the other ones slightly. I don't want any navy at all. I don't want to think about navies really. But what I want to do is I want to build tons of convoys, because convoys will be useful. However, maybe I shouldn't have cancelled those ships. I mean, we might have to research these eventually, but yeah. How long do they take to research? They take some time, but yeah. I mean, we don't have to worry about a navy right now. That's just not up to us. What's up to us, though, is dealing with the German land invasion. That is the main priority right now. However, if I can find all of these divisions... Let's see if I can actually add them to here. Make it the Italian theater. Now these guys, I want to make a front line right here. Send them to it. Hopefully I can find some more of these guys. Because I definitely want to send all our mountaineers over there. In the meantime, I'm going to select absolutely everyone. These guys will also be added to a new thing, but this is going to be the German theater. And the German theater is going to have to be strong. So we're going to put a front line up here. But we might eventually just decide not to use so many divisions. So, yeah. And actually, we do want to change some of our divisions. Like these cav divisions. It's not quite what we want, really. So I'm going to send out... I mean, replace some of these cav divisions with some better templates. Like, let's say we want to build some Division Infanterie out of those guys. So next one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send out these tanks. Need to select as many tanks as I can find. Hopefully I'm not missing any of them. There we go, I selected another. We're gonna have to add them to a new theater. Send all the tanks out. And actually we need to find capacity. Alphonse. Entrenchment is actually good. Entrenchment is precisely very good. Okay, so we want which one of these? Old Guard Defense Doctrine. See, that's the thing. The Old Guard thing is hurting them a lot. This guy is skilled too, but he's again the same. That's the same problem with him. If we sort by skill, this is Trickster, this is Panzerleader. So I think this is really the best thing we can do. So I'm gonna have to select Maxime here. And the other guy here is going to be... what's his name? Not Charles de Gaulle, but Alphonse George. Send all our tanks up here. Oh yeah, still we need tons of oil. We still have to think about a lot of things that we're gonna do. And yeah, we still have troops down here in like France, which... I mean, honestly, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, yeah, select all of them. The thing is, once you zoom out, you can't actually tell well where your troops actually are, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select as many as I can find, and we're also gonna have some here, which I honestly don't think I'll be able to defend that side once Japan gets in there. First things first, we gotta change this to this. So we don't want any of those. But now we're gonna have to create another theater. It's going to be the African theater. Which, and the question is if we're actually gonna deal with it or not. Wait, we have, this one hasn't changed. There we go. Now it has. So the African theater, well, we're gonna be facing off against Italy. So I'm gonna put a front line right here. I'm probably gonna split it up a tad. Okay, this general. Trickster. I don't want him. I want Jean de Lattre de Tassigny. That's the guy I want to control my troops. And I could promote him. But however, we want a guy with very high skill, which would be indeed Alphonse Juillet. So that's kind of how we want it to be. So I'm gonna send a ton of divisions over here. Then I'm gonna spread them out a bit, like make another... You know what, I could probably just do it like right now, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna select a couple of these guys. Why is this not... Selected the wrong one. It should be Brigade Coloniale. Same thing here. It should be Brigade Coloniale. Okay. So Colonial Brigade. That's fine. Select all. No, not all of them. However... I'm gonna select a couple of them and I'm gonna create a new army here. Okay, so all these guys... They're all gonna go on the front line here. And then these 7 guys, I'm gonna give them a nice leader. Not Charles de Gaulle, but Maurice Gamelin. Well, he's not nice, but still. I'm gonna form a front line here. Wait, what is it? Why is it not, like, actually working out? I just clicked it. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Oh yeah, because we're not allied with, like, Italy. Okay, that makes sense. So anyway, I'm just gonna re-add them back to the whole thing, and we'll see how we deal with that later, right? There we go. Assign them all to the front line with a nice control click. So we've got all these troops here, but the thing is, next we're gonna have to form a front line here against Belgium. Well, not against Belgium, but against Germany, because they're just gonna go through there and they're going to rip us a new one, potentially. Which I'm gonna try and resist. The problem is our national unity. We've got disjointed government and a lot of other issues to worry about. And hopefully I can find some more mountaineers, but we're definitely gonna have to make more mountaineers. That's a fact. And I think, do we have enough infantry equipment? Well, we need to produce a ton of infantry equipment. But let's get the game rolling for once. Night cycle off. Missing equipment production. Light tank. Well, honestly, couldn't care less about that. But you know what? The light tank is not so bad. We might actually have to keep building it. Yeah, why not? I think building it is not the worst idea that we've had. So we're just gonna do it like this. And hopefully our constructions will carry us. In the meantime, these light tanks here of Alphonse Juin should hopefully keep us safe. But anyway, that's enough for now. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Follow me on social media. And I'll see you next time.